Hi everyone, Adrian here from Harcourts in Wollongong, talking to you today with another segment of How's the Market. So here we are, it's May 2013 and we've seen a very big shift in the market over the last couple of months. I did a video actually in around December last year, and it was when we had a rate reduction of about 25 points, and I pointed out a number of similarities between the market boom that we had, or a mini boom rather, in 2009-10 when interest rates come tumbling down. If you remember, the government was handing out a lot of stimulus, and from the property perspective, in our space over here, the market actually went up. From 2008, when it was looking like it was really bottoming out, anyone who bought property between that time and sold at the end of 2000 and say middle of 2010 made a good deal of profit. I likened our scenario back then in December to 2009 because we're seeing similar things. And here we are again in May, as I said, 2013, rates have come down to the lowest point they have been in 50 years, which is just an amazing thing, I guess, as everyone's cheering for that reason. But here's what I've noticed, and it's, I guess, ringing true with the video that I did back in December. I've noticed that a lot more buyers are coming to open homes over weekend. We are seeing multiples of 10, 15, sometimes even 20 groups of people coming through at open houses showing keen interest. I've also seen multiple offers between different parties and fierce negotiations, I guess. We've sold a couple of properties just recently at full price. So I haven't seen that kind of action for a while, and it really is starting to heat up. Interestingly enough, we're coming to a point now where there really isn't that many properties on the market. So here's my insight, and I guess if you've been looking at buying into property, or you've had your, you're on the fence for a little while and you're not quite sure what to do, I would suggest to you that now would be a really good time to enter the market, because here's what I see happening. Interest rates have come down. There are less properties on the market. I've also noticed that vacancy rates have crept up just a little bit. They're still very, very low, around about 2%, but they've come up from nearly 1.3, 1.5% this time last year. So that gives me an indication that there might be a lot more people who were renting that are now entering the market. There's also been a few more building approvals in terms of newer units coming on the market. So in the city here in Wollongong, we're seeing that there's a lot more building and development going on. Now, this is a clear indication. I also mentioned in the last video, the rents were superseding the value of the home. So if we're selling a home or a unit at $400,000, we might be getting $450 or $500 a week rent. In years gone by, you wouldn't see that. Typically speaking, we used to say it was dollar for dollar. If it was worth $300,000, it would rent out for $300 a week. In the boom time, back in 2001-2, you might buy a property for $400,000 for argument's sake, but it was only getting $340 a week rent. So, well, are we in for, I guess, a boom? I would say that maybe it might not be like the heyday back in 2001-2, as I said, but however, property prices are starting to increase. The last RP data report showed that there was about a 4 or 5% increase, and this time last year. So not a massive gain, but a steady one. I said that it would definitely increase at that modest rate over the next couple of years. So if you thought about entering the market, I guess now would be the time. At the risk of sounding like a typical real estate agent, it seems to me now that there are clear indicators that the market is moving forward. I'm seeing a lot more confidence in buyers out there and a lot more buyer activity. If you thought about getting into market, I would say now's the time. So there you have it. If you need any more help or hints, please subscribe down below and stay up to date with my YouTube blogs, or contact me via my website www.adriandemico.com.au. Chat to you soon.